Challenge for you. I
Please.
I found myself out there trying to explain to a passerby what the star map was, and quickly started tripping over my own words. Can you describe what the star map is and what it does?
I can do my best, and like lots of art, I think it functions on a number of levels. It's inherently kind of a complex subject, but then if you also take it for some of its potential like spiritual significance as opposed to its scientific perspective, then it can get even more interesting and complicated. But at its core, there is a feature of uh, Earth's orbit where, because of its tilt and the wobble of the Earth's tilt on its axis, that once every 26,000 years, the Earth's relationship to the constellations around it, the zodiac, shifts a full rotation once every 26,000 years. And so each of the 12 zodiac constellations is in its position for 2,160 years, and then it shifts one. It's shifting 1 degree every 72 years. And so when we say phrases like the age of Aquarius, which from pop culture is a phrase lots of people are familiar with, that is the 2,160 years where the zodiac constellation of Aquarius will be on the horizon on the spring equinox. Will be the constellation on the horizon on the spring equinox for 2,160 years. And then over the course of that time, it will shift to the next zodiac symbol. And over the course of 26,000 years, we do a full rotation of all 12 zodiac symbols. So that's called the precession of the equinoxes, or the Platonic year is this 26,000 year cycle that just repeats over and over. So Oskar Hansen was well aware of this, both from his interest in astronomy and his interest in kind of ancient mythology, mysticism, spiritual practices, which have often referenced this, hence Age of Aquarius, that lots of people are familiar with from kind of the New Age movement. So he was familiar with this concept and decided to embed it as a map or a clock in the terrazzo. And so, with the help of the Smithsonian and Harvard and the US Navy, claims to have performed something like 250,000 manual stellar calculations to be able to, with precision down to the second, map out where both the constellations of stars in the sky and the planets in the solar system were relative to the position of the Earth at the second that FDR dedicated Hoover Dam in September 1935. And so someone with perfect knowledge of the stars and the planets would be able to look at his terrazzo star map and calculate to the second the moment FDR dedicated the dam. That's the story of what he created. And that placement would be calculable and accurate for the next 26,000 years until the cycle has repeated, in which case, at that point, the clock would no longer point to the correct time. Next to the winged figures and the terrazzo star map to the side of them is an elevated platform with 12 discs of the 12 zodiac symbols. And so that's meant to kind of cross-reference the star map to kind of its more popular understanding and meaning.